Hi, my name is Sheila and I've been at the Lighthouse for approximately 2 months now. During my stay at the Lighthouse, I've found a lot more hope here. I have been homeless for a year, but there's a lot more resources at the Lighthouse. A lot more people like Rosemary and people like that to help with housing, and not just give you a list of housing, but actually, have appointments with you and make sure that you have adequate housing lists and any other support that you may need to get housing.
I was lucky enough to be accepted at the Lighthouse. And when I arrived there, I only had the clothes on my back and I was essentially walking dead. I'd been 3.5 years on crack cocaine and gone through $250,000. Shauna jumped through a number of flaming hoops to get me a COVID-19 approval and to get me all the necessary paraphernalia and then get approval to put me into a bed that had previously not existed. The place was full. And she managed to talk somebody into letting me have a bed. And Lord knows, every time I see that woman, I want to say thank you, because she saved me.
What brought me to the Lighthouse was I ended up in unfortunately an incident that costed me not being able to go up my 18 flights of stairs to be able to get up to my home. And I was in the hospital for several weeks and not able to do steps. That left me homeless, and it was extremely scary, but then I found the Lighthouse. My time there was a very difficult one for me emotionally. Everything just seemed to change completely. Your life is upside down. This isn't something that I would have imagined that would happen to me. But once again, we know that it can happen to anyone. When I look at my time at the Lighthouse, they were so good to me there and knew that they were going to be able to help me develop a future. Because at that point, I didn't think I had a future at all. Certain places that I went, unfortunately, and as quick as they knew that I was at the shelter, they automatically put a stigmatism on me that I must have been an addict. I must have been a criminal. I must have done something horribly wrong in my life to end up where I am. And it hurt. It hurt so much because everyone needs the help. It's not, whether I was an addict or a person with a severe disability like I have, it shouldn't matter. When somebody comes to you for help, you should be openly and willingly to be able to at least talk with the person and help guide them into the direction that they need to be able to find the supports. I believe that the basic laws of life is love people and don't judge. When you look at somebody, do not judge them by their cover, because I've met some amazing people and their stories and the things that they went through. And it really made me look at myself and go, I am lucky. Even just for that moment, I'm blessed to have people around me, and this is how we need to break the stigmatism. Open our eyes and our hearts to be able to say, I see you, and I'm willing to help.
Supportive housing definitely keeps me reined in from the negative. It started out with just a place to stay out of the rain and read. And everything has grown out of that. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, when you start at a fundamental that's so fundamental, then everything becomes the bloom on the rose. Everything. I pinch myself every morning when I see where I am relative to where I was less than a year ago. They'll have to use a tow truck to drag me out of there, and all they'll see is my fingernail scratches on the floor. Supportive housing for me is home. I don't know anything else.